everybody. This is Jim Cornette, pro wrestling legend, and you're listening to the Book in the Territory Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast.
This is the artist formerly known as Daryl Van Horn, James Mitchell, the Sinister Minister, and I'm here to let you know I would rather slam my cock in a car door than to miss the dulcet tones of Hard Body Harper, my illegitimate son, on Booking the Territory podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of our Smoky Mountain Rasslin podcast. This is Smoky Mountain Wrestling, episode 147, November the 19th, 1994. And this is Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast, where a couple weeks back, we hit the 4-year anniversary. Go listen to our NWA show from June 7th, 2019, and you can hear all about the 4-year anniversary we had. But anyway, I'm sitting here with Hard Body Harper and Doc Turner on this lovely morning on our off day from work, 7 a.m. Actually, we started a little bit before 7, but that's neither here nor there. I don't want to toot our horn, but toot toot, right, Doc? Anyway, yeah. Harper, what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing great, bro. Y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I had to go to you first just because Doc's over there fucking inhaling French toast and something else. And
bacon, dude, it's delicious.
I absolutely hate motherfucking podcasters who eat on air.
Yeah, remember when fucking Rick used to eat the peanuts and shit?
Jesus Christ.
It's like, do you realize, you know, what the fuck's going on here? We're not sitting around your house.
Harper, hold
on.
I'm
sitting around my house, and we record at 7 o'clock in the morning, so I'm patterning myself after the best podcaster in the game. Learn to love it. Woo!
I remember one time I swore he was eating like a fucking ham and cheese po' boy or something.
I swear one time it sounded like he was eating a snatch. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
he was first of all, he was on the moon, and then he brought snacks.
He was giving some broad a mustache ride or something, man. I was like, what the hell is going on here? But, you know, I mean, about 3-4 weeks ago, Harper was on the NWA show towards the end, and someone was blowing him.
We need answers on that.
What?
Go ahead, Doc.
Dude, there was full service going on our anniversary show.
I don't know what you were doing the other night, Harper, but we got to the end of the show and it was just constant.
I don't know.
And Doc kept texting me that night. You weren't on that text. What the hell was going on with Harper's mic? I was like, told you, man, he was getting blown. He's like, he's in his mom's house. I was like, I don't think that really matters when you're 4 years old.
That's nice.
I don't know.
What the?
Doc, how are you? He's on mute because he's eating. All right. So let me.
I'm doing great. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're just about ready.
Man, when you have kids, you know, you get all kinds of nasty food and the house is not good for you, but sometimes it's delicious, man. These French toast sticks are a dream.
I'll take your word on it. So we are in a new venue finally.
Do we know where this is?
This is Oakwood, Virginia at Garden High School, 400 people in attendance.
You need me to do some quick demographics?
I figured this was like a new building, right? Like new.
See, we've been to so many towns at this point. I don't remember if I feel like we've been here before.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like this building looked like it was like just built.
Well, right now there is a Jesus Christ. Why do these people have stereotypes that are just so real?
That's nice. Come on, Mike.
Come on, Doc.
Listen to this.
No. Oakwood, Virginia.
Yeah. We've been here before because I think I've read this before.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I know we've been here before.
You do something long enough, what's old is new again. But it says here that there is now the Appalachian College of Pharmacy. Let that sink in. On the campus of the former Garden High School.
Yeah, we've been here before because I remember that. I feel
so
like
let's just get rid of the high school and go straight to cooking meth. That's what I hear.
So there's a fucking college there?
No, hold on.
No, we did this before. It's been a long time, but I remember now that he's saying that because we went off on a tangent for like 15 minutes about this.
Mm-hmm.
Because is it like, is it unincorporated too? Maybe I'm getting them all mixed up at this point, but
Yeah.
Yes, it is unincorporated.
yeah, see?
So
The people were at the Rasslin.
they sure were, and they were into it too.
Yeah. There's 400 people there. So, again, new venue. We'll be here for 4 weeks, so keep that in mind. We're kicking this off. This is episode 147, November 19, 1994. We got another 4 weeks here, so we'll be here almost through Christmas or right before. There you go.
Damn.
Doc, what else you got on it? I mean, we've done this one before, so I don't know if we need to really do a deep dive into it.
Yeah,
It's all white people.
It's all poor white people that just shovel opioids into their mouth as fast as they can.
Love it or leave it.
Come on, man. You know the real one is, they took our jobs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Buy American while you still can.
Stop. All right, here we go. Shout out first off to Disrespectfully Classy, Marky Blassie, Kyle Riley, Mike Childry. Thank you for your generous patronage each and every month on Patreon. And then also, before we actually get into the episode, as I'm playing it for you all to see, did y'all see that female that they shot in that opening shot of the building? I mean, she had enough Aquanet in her hair.
Oh, yeah.
To torch an entire city.
Yeah, she looked normal for these kind of people.
Wow. So
I'm
she was
just
a
saying.
unicorn.
Right.
Okay.
I figured the women there full of like fucking like the coal mine. Look, she was like, dang, how big that hair is.
That's a little
1994.
girl. Y'all tread lightly. That's a little girl, pal.
I'm not saying anything about her anatomy. I'm talking about the Aquanet in her hair, Doc.
Well,
Yeah,
you
it's
paused
like-
it with her mouth open, so I was
That's
just waiting for
nice.
Harper to say something.
That's nice.
All right, let's forward it. She's cheering. Look at the hair, man.
Look at the guy next to her.
That's not a guy next to her.
Yeah,
Wait.
That's a man, right?
That's
With the mullet.
looks like a woman, man.
Oh
No,
my.
Is it?
Can you imagine how hard it would be to be trans? Get this down.
Hold on. Let's see something.
Neither one of them have got any chesticles to be able to do a gender test here.
That's
a
broad.
girl.
Guy.
That's a broad.
That's a guy.
That's a
That's
girl.
a man.
Broad. That's a woman, dude. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know.
And you know that she's that girl that they started on is the best looking thing there because they started on her and zoomed out.
It's nice. All right. So we get into this. Les and Jim Ross open the show and they run down the card as they normally would. We're going to get more into that later. I don't want to get too much
What's
into
a different
it.
desk, huh?
The desk is the same. It's the backdrop.
Yeah, that backdrop, that gray backdrop, looks weird. It's kind of like the old, looks like a conference room at a hospital or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Gray.
They changed. If you remember, so right now they used to have the little wooden sign behind the desk.
That's
and
right.
It was the
Right.
the black backdrop, and now I don't know where the wooden sign is. We got the banner in the gray backdrop.
Well, and the
Same
problem
desk.
here, and I'm no lighting expert, but the white banner on the gray, and now the light's bouncing off that white banner, and it's these two honkies are shining out there.
This guy's done hundreds of TV productions as he gives that criticism.
Hey, I'm just glad that we got Candido back, and we get to finally figure out who the commissioner is.
Right.
Well, let's
That's
get into the show. Yeah, I got something to ask Harper when we get there.
Ugh.
So we kick off the show with Boo Bradley and Chris Candido they're about to take on James Atkins and Anthony Michaels, a couple of at this point feels like a long time.
Yeah, but did you hold on? I got a note about that. JR buries them and says he doesn't know anything about them.
Well, they were there before him.
Yeah, my notes like they've been here months.
Yeah. He didn't get the notes from Corny on that one. But
And hold on here, because it's about to happen on the video feed. But good Lord, look at Tammy when she comes out in that black dress.
Dude, yeah, she's looking good, bro.
Bruh,
yeah, so
delicious. Scrumptious. Man.
Ooh.
She's out here again in the black dress with this poor cat, Boots. And this poor cat is once again high on Somas and Xanax, so it won't rip one of Tammy's tits off as it tries to get away.
Look at that shot right there. Gosh.
Dude. That's like showing these people a fucking Bentley. They have no idea what
I was wondering
that looks like.
If Tammy or the cat, because they might want to eat the cat. I meant the kitty cat, not
Stop.
Not
That's nice.
I want
I'm
Harper to
confused.
finish it. I want Harper to finish his thoughts about comparing Tammy to a Bentley to these people as she walks out in that black dress hugging her ass.
I mean, they're like, dude, that chick's under 200 pounds.
That's an anomaly. All right. So, anyway, like I said, this poor cat, he's high on Somas and Xanax, and they've got him just pilled up like an 80s wrestler, so he won't rip one of Tammy's tits off as he tries to get away. As far as the match, Bradley and Candido win. I don't have anything else from it. Doc, do you?
Man, Boo is looking terrible out there. And I don't mean his wrestling. That getup he's wearing is just...
He's...
What?
Shabby.
Yeah. I mean, it's for the gimmick. It's not like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But
I get it. And then this is a weird gym because we're a little bit off here. You know, we're further away. The camera angle's further away. It's kind of like those college football games where they're further up, higher up than normal.
Yeah.
We're a little bit further away on the long shot there.
It's like those A&M games. They shoot from that stadium.
They shoot from the blimp.
Yeah, well, no, it's like just a different, higher angle. I don't know. It's hard to explain, man. Anyway. All right. So, any other thoughts on the match? I mean, obviously, Candido and Boo win.
Candido had some good heel work at the end, but that's,
Hopper, you got anything?
No.
All right. Let's go to the promo now. Boo and Tammy and Candido. Here it is.
For the interview. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned at Thanksgiving Thunder next week, it'll be Cactus Jack and Primetime Brian Lee against this duo. And you've been gone for quite some time, but I'm sure you've been filled in on everything that's been going on. Watch it, will you?
First of all, I just want to say how happy I am to be back at Smoky Mountain Wrestling. I know all the people are glad to have me back, aren't you? In fact, don't touch the cat. And Thanksgiving Thunder, Brian Lee, first of all, you're an idiot. You got an idiot for a partner. And the thing is, I may have an idiot for a partner too, but he's a tough idiot. And he'll do what I say. Unlike you two morons who can't do anything. And Thanksgiving Thunder, me and Boo Bradley are taking you two out, right, Tammy?
Boo Bradley, I just want to tell you something, and you listen to me good. Okay. If you don't want anything to happen to this precious little kitty of yours, you're going to do exactly what I say. Yeah. Okay? If you want her in one piece after Thanksgiving Thunder, you do exactly as I tell you. And I want to make a promise to everyone that Cactus Jack and Brian Lee will not be in one piece once we get through with them at Thanksgiving Thunder.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you hear it next week at Thanksgiving Thunder. They abuse this guy something terrible. Here's how you can sponsor Smoky Mountain Wrestling in your hometown.
Here's how you can sponsor Smoky Mountain Wrestling in your hometown with the Civic Club and organization as we make fun of a special man with a chromosome challenge in this previous segment.
That's nice.
This is wrestling back in this time period. Anyway, Harper, thoughts on that promo right there as Tammy is still holding that pussy over Boo's head.
That's nice. Well,
I know.
I like it when he says he's an idiot, but he's a tough idiot.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like he's an idiot, but he's my idiot.
Doc, any thoughts?
Yeah, that's great. It is. And then, man, how we keep going back to the filled up cat, but have you ever seen a cat just stay in somebody's clutches when they're sitting there yelling? I mean, she's cutting a promo and yelling in a weird place, and that cat's just sitting there.
That cat's got a soma in him that is made for a 200-pound man.
Well, that's Cornette's girlfriend's cat, right?
Is it?
The one from the fucking when they're in the graveyard, huh?
That the same cat?
I assume it is.
Yeah, you probably on to something there.
I mean,
so it's a pretty tame cat then.
Right. I mean, how many black cats they got sitting around there?
Well, you can imagine all the screaming Corny was doing at this time. The cat might be used to screams.
That's nice.
Well, no, I mean, he was pulling his hair out. He's admittedly said that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess. All right.
I've never seen a cat that you could just sit there and be yelling at the sky and the cat's like, okay.
Yeah, they're a weird animal, dude.
And fuck cats.
That's nice.
Let me ask y'all a question. The next segment is a promo type interview with Les and Cactus and Primetime Brian Lee, and it's Cactus says he's a repairman and his goal is to fix Boo Bradley at Thanksgiving Thunder. What did y'all have on that, if anything?
I was kind of, wait, what? So you're the Maytag repairman and you're going to throw out the ground meat? What?
Yeah, that's what he said, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything else. That's why I was like, wanted to ask y'all if y'all found it spectacular or bad. Doc?
I think I said meh.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to be the only one. That's why I asked first. Okay, so Harper, you don't have anything else from it?
No.
Yeah. It wasn't horrible. I guess he's just... Here's the thing, like, they get to this point, like, right here, they're really just working towards Thanksgiving Thunder, so that's all the around. There he goes.
What is her name, Harper?
What?
He's adjusting that headset. All right, unless that's Doc pulling a rib. Okay, we'll keep going then. After that segment with Les and Cactus and Brian Lee, we go to a recap of last week when Smothers lost to Brian Anderson, but they fought for a while after. Doc loves recaps, so I'm going to ask him what he thinks about that recap.
F.
Fast forward. All right.
Yeah, so, the way that these shows are shut now, man, it's really only about 38 minutes to get through them.
It is, because there's so many recaps.
I kind of like it. I'd kind of like it if we could get it down to about 4 to 5 minutes.
Wow. So then we go to Tracy with a very quick promo heading into Thanksgiving Thunder. I'm going to be your Huckleberry or whatever.
Come on.
I got to go find that line in Tombstone because I need to hear the original. I haven't heard it in years. Let me play this real quick. Here's Tracy with Jim Ross.
Brian Anderson is for real. He's a rookie, but he is a great young athlete. And what do you think about the match last week?
Well, you know, it's hard to say that he's a rookie because he's been around wrestling all his life. But Brian Anderson, I did what I said what I was going to do. If you beat me, I was man enough in a sportsmanlike manner to stick out my hand and shake your hand. I did do that. But you sucker punched me. And I ain't going to shake your hand for that. And at Thanksgiving Thunder, I'm going to get even, Brian Anderson. You're one up on me at Thanksgiving Thunder. You are mine.
Well, we're going to talk more about Thanksgiving Thunder next week. And why don't you set it?
I can't wait to see Tracy at X-Rated because I want to see him do that heel shtick that I've seen on video a bunch of times from him.
Yeah. Shut up, motherfuckers. You know?
Right. Right. He goes off, man. He's a foul-mouthed bastard when he wants to be. When he can be. Doc, anything from Tracy right there?
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into this a little bit on next week's show, but it's the trick of taping and the big event. I'm ready for the big event, man.
Yeah.
They built it up enough to where I'm sufficiently interested now. I mean, it's like, what's the rule in sales? Once you get yes, shut up. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready for the big event too, but I guess
we're not gonna see it though.
Well, I guess I'll save what I want to say about these two maybe next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll save it for next week because for them, and by them I mean the Army, because I know how you and Vince love pronouns. For them, that's a whole week of suspense. For us, it's about 40 minutes. And I have some thoughts.
Harper, you got any thoughts on the Tracy's promo?
No.
So we go to Brian Anderson versus George South. Brian Anderson wins this match in like 2.5 minutes or so. Anderson grabs a microphone after the match and calls out Smothers, who was at the announcer's table with JR during the match. Tracy heads to the ring, but Ron West, the one of the Smoky Mountain board of directors, and Mark Curtis keep the peace, and we go straight to commercial. I got nothing from it. Probably a good thing that they don't touch, and that was that.
But man, that was a terrible pull apart.
I'm not invested in these two, and I like Tracy Smothers, which tells you something.
Yeah, you're burying folks without burying folks.
I'm not trying to bury no one. It's just not working for me. It's like what Hopper says with the corny thing and the Bob Armstrong thing. He's seen it a million times, and this is a little different, but he's just like, Hopper's like, it's not working for me. I'm not invested in. I'm just not invested in Tracy and Brian Anderson, and it's not knocking either one of them. It ain't doing it for me. Harper, what about you?
Why don't you go on Twitter and say that so that everybody can disagree with you?
Yeah.
That's the problem with modern society, just to be frank.
That's the problem?
That's one of them.
Okay, there you go. I'll accept that answer.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
and
not
the blacks.
It's wow, here we go. Like, okay, Harper and I can agree to disagree on things. You and I agree to disagree on things all the time, Doc. Man, when did we get to a point in society where when you disagree with anybody on anything, all of a sudden, fuck them and their existence? And I'm not talking about real issues. I'm talking about wrestling issues.
It's social media.
It is, man.
It's social media.
And like one time a couple months back, I'm not even going to say what it was, but Harper started like a war on his page for something. Just leave it at that. And he fucking worked. He worked up people into a lather, and he's laughing at it the whole time. He's like, "See, this is what I wanted." And they're shooting. These two are cutting promos, thinking they're drawing money, like they're about to sell out the Superdome, and there's going to be 80,000 people. And Harper's just sitting there, the one fan watching it, going, "This is the war I wanted." And it was something political he commented on, but he got two people on two different sides of the spectrum to just go at it. So
part of the problem is that everybody thinks when they're sitting there typing those letters at their 14 words a minute that they're on the 605 show Saturday night cutting promos for millions of people. This is their WrestleMania moment.
like Scraps had at work that day, even though he didn't realize it.
Yeah, he didn't even know what he was doing, so that's even better. But I'm just saying.
I've always pictured, what's this, like, like on the fucking news pages when people post shit, all kinds of, I've always been like, what's their face look like when they're typing this? Like, are they like,
this will show them.
Yeah, this would show them, you black asshole.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ, Hopper.
I just picture him like whenever I see something, I don't know, they put like...
I'll go over to the local news to catch some weather sometimes, because around here, you got to keep an eye on the weather this time of year. And they'll have some topic, and these people have felt the need, the compulsion to call up the TV station or type up something and leave a message about how they feel about it. I don't give a single solitary shit.
There are people who write dissertations on Facebook pages. And I'm like, you just scrolling and you see it and you expand it and it's like, holy shit, that's a book in the comments.
Yeah. It's like what, what's this, like fucking Joe Rogan said one time. You think Michael Jordan leaves fucking YouTube comments? You know, it's like people that got shit to do don't fucking do shit like this.
It's all right to leave like a short comment. I mean, we all do
I
that.
don't leave anything.
Yeah, you do. You comment on shit.
I'll put like the little gifts or whatever the fuck you call them.
Yeah, you do it to get people riled up. You do it all the time. That's so you comment.
Oh God, with all the abortion shit going on right now, it's just too easy.
See,
it's just too easy.
See, You see what I'm talking about? He does that shit. He throws his brick and he runs. He does it all the time. And he'll piss off. He'll piss off. He doesn't care which side you're on. He just, I've seen it on Facebook the last few weeks from Harper. He'll go at anybody. He doesn't care. He's just like, I'm going to go get this one today. I'm going to go get that one. He throws his brick and runs. And people think he's being serious. And he's not. He's just trying to fucking
great.
See? That's what I'm talking about. Back on track with the show. Shit. All right. I don't mind comments. It's just when people work themselves into a lather and they start cutting promos because they think they're flair in the 80s is where it goes sideways with society. And then the fact is you're not going to get anybody to change their mind, so whatever. All right. We go to a promo. It's confrontation with Jim Cornette and Bullet Bob Armstrong. What the Was that Doc or Harper? Who's getting blown right now?
It was Harper.
All right.
He's got a track record of these things.
Promo, confrontation with Jim Cornette and Bullet Bob Armstrong. Here we go. We're going to get some news about the commissioner. Harper can't wait to hear this.
The subject of this week's confrontation, will you please be polite to these fans, is to find out who the new commissioner in Smoky Mountain is.
That's exactly right, and I got something else I want to find out. I want to find out how far you're going to run, how many times your arms are going to flap when Abdullah the Butcher gets a hold of you at Thanksgiving Thunder. That's what I want to find out. I want to find out how many pieces that he's going to chew you up in and how many places he's going to spit you out in. And Bob Armstrong, by next weekend at Thanksgiving Thunder, you're going to be out of my life and out of my hair. But I see, since you know I'm the one that got the injunction forcing you to reveal who the new commissioner has been since August the 5th, I see you're standing out here all by your decrepit lonesome, which means what I suspected all along is exactly the case. It's been you, yourself, and thou all along and nobody else. And I've already talked to my attorney, Robert Shapiro, and I'm going to have you in so many courtrooms for this con job that you put on me, on the people, and on all of Smoky Mountain Wrestling. You ain't got no new commissioner. It's you, or you would have produced him. I'm going to sue you, punk. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, you know, I've heard the wind blow before, Cornette, and I knew you was going to get your battery of lawyers, Robert Shapiro, whoever you say. So I came prepared tonight. You know, I had to look over a long list to find the man who thought like I think, who had the same values I did, and would give everybody a fair shake, not just listen to one side of the story, your side, but listen to both sides of the story. And I went over a list this long and leaned back in my chair and said, I can't find anybody that would really fit the bill. And all of a sudden, you know, Jim, a light bulb went off in my head, and I found the man that I really needed to take my place as commissioner was right under my nose. And I want you to be the one to meet him tonight. And I'm talking about none other than Scott Armstrong himself.
Your son? Your son, Scott, is the new commissioner?
He's been the commissioner all along. He's the one that made those crummy rulings. He's the one that handed down those backhanded decisions. You have perpetrated another one on me again, Armstrong. I'm going to tell you this right now. You smile and you laugh while a laughing's good. But by the time Thanksgiving Thunder's over with, Abdullah the Butcher's going to make you an hors d'oeuvre in a big Armstrong pie. And you and the whole family will be out of my hair.
Well, obviously, Jim Cornette very upset about this turn of events. The new commissioner is here.
That's exactly right. Tell him, Scott.
That's exactly right. You know, it's really good to be back in Smoky Mountain Wrestling. I want everybody to know that when me and my brother Steve left the Smoky Mountain Wrestling area, I felt that we could do more for the business outside the ring. And with our father inside the ring, it was a little easier to make the decisions. Well, now, Brother Steve is back in town, Scott's back in business, and the Armstrong brothers are a team once again in Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
That's exactly right. And you know, we've heard the man talk about Abdullah the Butcher. And people have wondered, Bullet, maybe you took on a little too much. You're taking on a man that weighs 450 pounds that's hurt people.
That's an obvious question, Bob.
That's right. He outweighs me 200 pounds, but I guess Cornette never heard about David Goliath. But the reason I made this stipulation that if I do beat Abdullah the Butcher some way, shape, or form, that he'd have to crawl across the ring and kiss my feet, is because back on Light of the Legends, I had to do something that was really humiliating, something really bad. I think you've got a film that shows exactly what I'm talking about.
I think we're going to take everybody back to February, as a matter of fact, and show them exactly what happened in a match involving the Funks. Let's take a look.
Okay, so Bob Armstrong breaks the news that all along, Scott Armstrong was the commissioner of Smoky Mountain, and Cornette is hot about it, obviously. And besides that news, yeah, it's Harper, I bet you're enjoying this.
Right. Did you hear the crowd respond?
No.
Exactly. And this is a new crowd. This isn't like someone that's been sitting there for fucking 3 or 4 hours. So,
yeah.
I mean, that tells you right there.
Yeah. Man, I like Scott Armstrong a lot. I like Bullet Bob a lot. I like Cornette a lot. But we keep saying it. This is
the
well is getting dry with that.
It's like it's like the Scooby-Doo cartoon, and they keep pulling the mask off, and it's the same asshole every week.
Good analogy. Doc,
I'm back. I'm back. Who's the commish?
Scott Armstrong.
And
Commissioner Gordon.
I did not remember that.
Yeah.
Well, and see, that's actually, it's been a couple of years since you've watched it, but that's a great, that actually basically makes the point Harper's making. Because Harper said, before you got back, when you had to step away for a second, when Scott comes out, the crowd just didn't react. And then you said, I didn't even remember it. That shows you kind of how it was flat. Because if it was something memorable, you wouldn't have said, I don't remember it. So, I don't know, man. I like all of the guys involved in this, but this, man, we've gone to the well too far. And I get it. It was a small roster, and Corny had his hands tied with what he could do and couldn't do and whatnot, but it was, you know. And Scott, man, I know you follow us on Twitter and all that. This one just isn't working for us. But they then go, I should ask Doc, you got anything else from it?
No, it sounds like y'all I mean, if you'd have told us back on episode 5 that Dixie Dynamite was going to be the commissioner one day, I'm not sure we would have believed you.
Well, technically it's not Dixie Dynamite, but I hear you. Maybe it is. Dixie Dynamite was fun, though. We got to have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
When he wrestled the Stormtrooper. I mean, come on. That's just gold.
Fuck, I bet you that crowd would probably respond to him more as fucking Dixie Dynamite. I'm being serious.
Yeah. Even though they knew it was him, if he come out as Dixie Dynamite.
With that rebel flag mask and the gear on, bro.
With the cape?
And the sparklers.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget the sparklers, Harper. Jesus. Oh, boy. But, okay. So, if you're watching on the Patreon video, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT, which you can become a patron for as little as $2 a month. Hopefully, you'll do more. You would have seen they showed a replay. They throw us back to February of this year in 1994, where Dutch Mantell was on commentary, where we saw Terry Funk and Dory Funk branding the Bullet, and Cornette is wearing the Bullet out with his racket, and then they show Dory and Terry help the Bullet crawl over to kiss Cornette's feet, in which case then what we see, we come out of that shot with then Bullet Bob Armstrong's going to cut a quick promo with Scott, and Bullet once again reiterates after going through everything he's been through with Cornette, this is why he can't wait to win so Cornette can kiss his feet at Thanksgiving Thunder. Doc, any thoughts on that before we keep moving?
No, not particularly.
I bet Harper's got the same thoughts. You?
Let's
Harper?
roll.
So then, after that, they send us to we got a video package of Thanksgiving Thunder, for one, that they show with all the dates and venues and cities and towns. And then we go to a replay of the promo from the Gangstas from the previous week in the Rock and Roll talking about the ghetto street fight. Les then tells us that the ring will be set up. These are Les's words, and I don't know if I got this verbatim, but I tried to. Les tells us the ring will be set up like the ghetto. There may even be a wino in the ring.
Yeah, that's what I thought he heard. I had to rewind it.
Come on.
Let me. I apologize. I don't have. Let me see. I think this might be the timestamp. You were gonna say something, Doc. Though, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say, and let me see if this is it.
What a mess.
Let me see if this is it.
Neither of those teams were invited here this week.
That's right, and for one simple reason, the blood is so bad that we didn't want them in the building, but we're going to hear from the gangsters in the street.
That's right. Let's go back right now, ladies.
Okay, maybe it's right after that. So I think it's after the replay of the promos, but let's see if this is it.
So come on, bad boys from L.A., show us what you got.
Well, I'll tell you something. This is going to be a war. Tell us about the rules, Les, of the ghetto street fight.
Or maybe the lack thereof, Jim, because there are no real rules in this thing. Anything goes, but the ring is set up like a ghetto. There's going to be trash cans in the ring, old pieces of board. There may be even a few winos laying around, I'm not sure. But anyway, the gangsters and the Rock and Roll Express can get their hands on this stuff and use it as a weapon.
Weapons will be...
That's nice, Les.
Yeah.
I know he listens to this sometimes, so that's real classy, Les. And maybe even a couple of winos in the ring. Oh,
hey, we might
shit.
even park a fucking 1979 Monte Carlo right outside the ring.
Up on blocks.
Yeah, with some Dayton rims on it.
No, on the blocks means no rims.
Yeah.
It's sitting on the whatever of the tie of the yeah. Okay. And then let me play this.
Well, quick. And Morton's like, I got a truck. I got a bunch of stuff in my truck.
I'm white trash. I can do this.
Oh shit! He's like, that was a man of the people promo right there.
Yeah, I got winos around me. I mean, look at Robert.
Come on.
Hold on. Let me go back to it. Look at Robert. That's nice.
Tell you one thing, gangsters. They get to old street match. The bad boys from L.A. that say they like to fight in the streets. Well, everything you can imagine, because I got my truck pulled up right out back with things in there, brother, that you can't believe. I'm talking about get old street match, bring what you want, use what you want, and it's going to be right in the middle of the ring. So come on, bad boys from L.A., show us what you got.
Well, I'll tell you something. This is
okay. Hold on.
This was not.
Christ.
Hopper, what? Go ahead. I want to hear your thoughts.
Just Gibson looks like he's on Cops, just like fucking the fucking stud stable. Like he's gonna come out yelling at the cops. I didn't hit her. She hit me first. Fuck you, you bitch. And he's got a fucking Marlboro light hanging out of his fucking mouth.
Well.
Just look at him.
Yeah. You come over here, you fucking drink all my fucking beer. Fuck you.
That laugh is priceless.
He's got, I don't know if people can realize this if you're not watching it on the Patreon channel, but he's got this look like he wants to laugh, but he can't contain it, and then he dumps a box of a milk crate of cables in a steel drum.
Fucking jumper cables he probably got out of his car before the promo.
Okay, and here's the other thing, Hopper. Look, he looks at somebody off camera when he dumps the milk crate of jumper cables. Look at him. Watch. Here it comes. He threw the milk crate and it must have hit somebody. But this is holy shit.
He's looking old too.
Yeah, he's looking old. The eyes getting more crooked by the minute.
Come on.
Ah, shit. I like Robert Gibson. He's a cool dude, man. Okay. All right. Anything else before we keep going? I think we gotta hear what Dirty White Boy says, though. So let's hear that. This is at the end.
Illegal, ladies and gentlemen, in that matchup.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you guys. I know you got a lot of things going on, but last week I promised the people that I wanted a strap match. Today's main event right here, Bruiser Bedlam and myself will be in a strap match, and I'm sure Jim Cornette is going to be at ringside, but Ron Wright's not here today, so I don't know. He was supposed to be, but he's not. But Ron's not here, so I've got to go on without him. All
right. Thank you, Tony. Good luck to you in that matchup. And that's coming up. But as we said, the Ghetto Street Fight, anything goes. There must be a winner for the Smoky Mountain Tag Titles. That'll be next weekend at Thanksgiving Thunder. And we'll be back with our main event. Don't you go away.
All right. Any thoughts on that, Doc?
I wonder where is Ron probably off getting a new hip or something?
Oh, Ron's there. You bet your ass on that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's not real.
What do you mean it's not real?
So he said Ron's not here.
Well, let's wait a second. We'll see that exactly. How's that sound?
Okay.
All right. So Corny is out here now with Bruiser Bedlam. Oh, Harper, did you have anything from White Boy right there?
No. I got one little thing, how we just saw the phone number pop up.
Yeah.
I've always... You think like WCW or fucking WWE got pissed that they're kind of, kind of fucking airing out their shit and they're charging people for it?
WCW probably did. I don't know about WWF.
Right.
Yeah, because Corny's working up there. They probably just said, okay, we'll let you do it, but be careful.
But like WCW, they're probably like, hey, they're making money off of fucking giving out our fucking shit.
Well, think about it. Did he ever work for WCW after this time or Jim Ross? No.
No, yeah, that's true, huh?
So,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't think WWF. They probably were just feeding bullshit related to WWF. WCW, they probably were just, when I say bullshit, I mean like they were just feeding, like just saying things, and there's no way to verify it. There's no fact checks, Snopes, whatever the hell you want to call it in 2019. So they'd probably just saying whatever they want. And then when it came to WCW, I'm sure there was a lot of burials. What do you think, Doc?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of burials. I stand by what we said, though. I wonder, you know how, I think Doc said it, or one of y'all said it a couple weeks ago. Like, I wonder if they've got, like, tapes of not only people calling in, but some of those old hotlines, like if they saved them anywhere. That would be some...
I would love to hear that shit.
Right. That would be some audio gold.
You could leave a message for your favorite Smoky Mountain wrestler.
Yeah, can you imagine? Some toothless broad named Barbara calling up and telling the Smoky Mountain hotline, she wants to meet Tracy Smothers so she can give him a blowjob behind the Oakwood Garden High School building, or I don't know.
That's nice.
Come on, man.
What?
You know that it would have been a bunch of dudes named Randy and Kyle that were trying to get at Tammy.
Well, that's true too. All right.
Me and my buddies want to pull a train on her.
Let's go now to Cornette and Bruiser Bedlam.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been joined by Jim Cornette and Bruiser Bedlam. That Smoky Mountain Heavyweight Championship matchup is coming up momentarily.
And just in a couple of minutes, Bruiser Bedlam is going to be the champion. But what did I hear the Dirty White Boy say a few minutes ago? Is Ron not here today?
Ron Wright is not here today, according to the Dirty White Boy.
Well, that's so terrible because I had his Geritol in the back on ice for him ready and waiting. I had to milk a magnesia, and I wanted to get him all jazzed up so he could see Bruiser Bedlam beat the Dirty White Boy today. But I'm going to tell you something. Ron Wright, at Thanksgiving Thunder, you're going down, punk, just like Muhammad Ali. He was great in his day, stepped to the ring one time too many, and got his brain scrambled on the end of a fist sandwich. Jim Cornette has the opportunity at Thanksgiving Thunder to beat a legend, because I could whip him any day of the week. Come on, Bruiser, let's get out of here.
Well, yeah, right, get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go up to the ring. The Smoky Mountain title match is coming up.
Jim Ross don't like Bruiser Bedlam. At least he looks at him like he doesn't. Doc, do you have anything from this?
Nah, my only note was meh.
Yeah.
Harper, you? Same thing?
Yeah.
I just thought Corny did a good job of kind of running down Ron right before they go out there. So we go to the strap match. It's Dirty White Boy versus Bruiser Bedlam. They're going to be tied to each other, that type of strap match where they're actually tied to each other via the strap. The rules are that all four corners need to be touched consecutively, and that is who will win. If you remember the Dirty White Boy and Tracy Smothers chain match where they were chained together, it was the same concept, except you had to touch all four corners consecutively. They work for a while. Eventually, Dirty White Boy is touching the corners. He hits the third one, and on his way to the fourth, Cornette decides to cut him off and hits him with the racket. And then Bedlam starts beating on Dirty White Boy, but Ron Wright comes out, and he comes in, and he turns it up a notch and does his thing. Old brother Ron still has it. Doc, I want your thoughts on this, and then we'll get Harper's.
Well, at the 38:50 mark, JR mentions Rey Mysterio Jr.
Really?
Damn, I missed that. Let's see.
In 1994. How about that?
Let's see.
Good yank to get you off balance, and that's something Bedlam forgot momentarily, but White Boy reminded him very quickly, Jim.
Well, this match isn't going to be one of those exciting Lucha Libre Rey Mysterio Jr. type matches where you see all the acrobatics and all the aerial stuff, the high-risk stuff. These guys they like to use that ground attack, that smash mouth type of wrestling.
Yes, sir. It's very...
Man, I don't remember Ray till like 95.
Right. Anywhere for WCW.
I remember I first saw him in ECW.
My first one was ECW with Hooven.
Oh, God, that's right. Jeez.
Was it?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
No, it wasn't Hoovy.
Was it Psychosis?
Yeah. I mean, whatever. Same thing.
What?
You are an asshole.
What?
He just did what he does on Facebook to piss people off. He just said same thing when Doc said
Harbor's the kind of guy that rolls up to the spot where they're all hanging out. Any two of you'll do. I gotta dig some holes for a fence. I'll take any two of you.
You are the same.
Okay, can we stop for a second, please, with that? What? Whose house is on fire?
Doc's.
Yeah. So let me go to this clip now because here's when Ron Wright comes in.
Well, the dirty. Look who's here.
Watch Cornette.
Who's here? It's Ron Wright.
It is indeed. Ron Wright's in that ring. Cornette doesn't see him, but he's about to feel him, Jim.
Oh, right hand. The legend from East Tennessee with a hard right hand. Cornette is being pummeled by this elder statesman who is here and he means business.
Look here. He's got the racket now, and he's going to... Cornette's on his way home now, JR.
Cornette is in trouble. Boy, this place is pandemonium. What a situation it will be at Thanksgiving Thunder when Cornette will don the wrestling tights
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match by disqualification is still Smoky Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the Dirty White Boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us take a break. We're going to try to talk to the Dirty White Boy and Ron Wright when we come back.
Now that was a reaction.
Yes.
Yeah. And by the way, my house is not on fire, but you should try cutting a podcast for the thousands of people in the Army with repair people here.
Oh, for the AC?
No. For the alarm.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a smoke detector that went off. That's why I said that.
The AC was yesterday, pal. I'm hemorrhaging money here.
Damn, you fucking AC tapped out?
Long story.
Oh. That sucks.
LaFonda struck again.
Oh.
He can't say nothing because she's probably right there. All right, Harper, what do you got from Ron Wright right there? Because that was some gold.
Yeah, well, the crowd fucking responded to it, which is good.
Man, they were going off. Sure were. Harper, Doc, you got anything else with Ron there coming in?
Did you see I think it was, I don't have a timestamp, I should have, but the first time I think that Corny hit White Boy with the bracket, he swatted the shit out of him. It sounded off.
All right, we can go back to it. He's about to start, yeah, because he's hitting the corners right here. Here it is.
He's halfway home. And look at Cornette. Cornette's in the ring. And Cornette nailed him with a racket before he could get...
That's because his back is hydrated in that...
No, just say it.
No, his back
He's got
is
a Puerto
hydrated.
Rican back. Just say it.
No, his back is hydrated in that water on his back sounds off. That's
Right.
what you heard.
Oh, look, a commercial. Oh.
Yeah, there was a couple of commercials in between the segments.
I'm just saying it had a really nice look and sound, and White Boy sold it great, and I liked it.
I agree.
If you want to be racist, that's your problem.
Yeah,
Nobody's being
exactly.
racist. Let's go now to Ron Wright and Dirty White Boy with Jim Ross after what just happened.
Little taste of what it's going to be like next week at Thanksgiving Thunder.
Jim Cornette, did you think you was the only man that knew how to be devious?
deception. I mean, it's all gathered up into one. We've gone crazy out here. You know why? Because what just happened out here is just a little bit of taste that come out of the legendary Ron Wright's rule book, which means there are no rules. Anything is going to happen. We've been getting all of his old chains and stuff out, shining them up. And I went and personally got down on my hands and knees and shined up that good old loaded boot that's going on that big right leg to bust you, Thanksgiving Thunder, right in your big squirrel head. Ain't that right, Ron?
Let me tell you something, Cornette. I'd forgot about all of the dirty, low-down, sneaking, conniving tricks I had hid back in my home there in Kingsport, Tennessee in the basement till I brought my beloved white boy and we went down and went through him and looked at him. And let me tell you something, brother. I can't tell you what I've got for you. I have never been so low and pulled so much slime up out of the gutter. But, brother, when it comes Thanksgiving Thunder, you may want to watch this right hand with my big pair of steel nuts on it. You may need to watch both of my boots because I tell you, the mood you've got me in, brother, I'm going to warp your head up so bad. Your own mother and your old lady won't even know you when I get done with you.
You look 20 years younger, Ron. Right here, baby. Cornette, get ready for the whooping of a lifetime.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's next week at Thanksgiving Thunder. And this week on...
See, here they go. Was Ron Wright justified in jumping Cornette from behind? Call this and pay us money.
Hold on.
We really don't care what you say. Boy, this Smoky Mountain Hotline, they monetized the hell out of that. I got to give Corny some credit here. This was some work and stuff right
I bet
here.
it was JR.
Okay, well, JR. Give JR some credit.
And they're sitting there with the fucking rotary phone.
Yeah, this is Susan from Knoxville. The hell with Jim Cornette. I hope he dies.
I don't like the way he's been behaving on the TV.
I don't like how he talks.
You know how long it took to dial 1-900-73?
Yeah, then you get to the end and it's like, Dynacorp. Oh, shit, I dialed the wrong number.
Hello? Hey, this is Margaret down in Oakwood, Virginia. I live in the trailer park. Let me tell you something. I'm getting tired of these gangsters on this TV. This ain't the wrestling the way I used to be and wrestling the way I like it. Can you get these off my TV? I'm telling you, man. They got a lot of those calls. Anyway, all right. So
it's not a message board. It's a hotline. You just listen to what they're telling you.
No, it says fan poll vote yes or no.
Yeah, but that's a push 1 for this or push 2 for that.
I bet you they had a thing too where they had a voicemail you could leave.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, that would be great.
What a waste.
Nah, I don't know. Actually, now that you say it, I think it was just press 1 or 2. But still, but come on, man. Do these people really need to think they might hear a beep and think they're talking to someone? I don't know. All right. So anyway, let's keep going because we do have to give out the disability checks and the government cheese. I want to remind everyone, if you're not already using it, use the Amazon link of ours. It's tinyurl.com/BTTAmazon. Go buy Bobby Blaze's book. Please support Bobby. He's a good friend of the show, and we'll be coming back shortly as soon as we get to his next run in the promotion. So yeah, go check it out. It's but the link is tinyurl.com/BTTAmazon. A great way to support this show without spending anything extra. And then don't forget, become a patron at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. You get the video version of these episodes. You get tons of other Patreon audio that we have out there right now. We've done a lot of stuff. I calculated it. During the month of May, we put out 12 episodes, patron episodes, just audio. So 12 extra episodes in total, in addition to the 8 free episodes that we do every single month. So again, it's tinyurl.com.
So whoa. You're saying we put out 20 shows in May?
Yeah. Yeah, I know May's it doesn't seem like it.
May's not over.
Damn.
This is the last day of May.
We did a bunch of like the request shows, like the Continental.
Yeah, we record too much. We need to start paring this stuff back. Come on.
Yeah, really.
You know, we always say less is more, you know.
I mean, you're giving shit away now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to think, man. I think we did just alone on the NWA show. We did 4 pre-shows, and then I think we even did 2 pre-shows before we did Smoky Mountain. So that was 6 right there. So we did a bunch of stuff, man. We're working hard. We're not taking vacations like certain podcasters for 6 months.
Fuck those guys.
That's nice. He's going to have a show on.
We're talking about Steve Austin.
I just figured that when you talk about how you're the hardest working guy in podcasting, you just say fuck those guys.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
You do know what I'm talking about. Your buddy over there.
You're being an asshole. You can't.
Well, I'm a little hurt. I'm a little hurt that Harper and I have not been called in to do a guest spot, a run-in on that Mid-South show and help y'all out.
So you're a snowflake. You're being a snowflake then.
No, I'm just, my feelings are a little hurt.
It was my decision not to bring you on. Don't put it on Brian. I'm about to piss you off. I said no to Doc.
That's nice.
I didn't ask. I just said it would have been nice. Yeah.
He didn't ask. It would have been nice. You're an asshole. All right.
I like Brian just fine, but I'm just think that y'all are leaving some sizzle on the table when you don't bring Harper and I in.
Yeah, I mean, fucking at least bring in Lance.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, he can talk about
I did bring in Lance.
You could just sit there and not have to say anything. You just let Lance and TGBL argue over who knows more about wrestling.
Yeah, I got this program from 1985, and I was there when the Von Erichs farted, and the Freebirds smelled it, and it was great. Wow.
That's some foul shit that you just did. Leave Lance alone.
I've created my own. I've created my own Dewey Decimal System for the program. So
he thinks it's funny too.
Go Mustang! Yeah.
Are y'all finished? I'm just curious. Since y'all want to take shots at people.
Well, you started. If we must know. You started it by taking shots at Stone Cold, and then Harper and I started taking local. We started shooting inside. We started shooting inside the house.
It's just assholes. You know the worst part about what y'all just did? Some stupid fuck out there is gonna take it serious because they don't know everything. They don't know we're having fun.
I like Brian last. I like Lance. Come on.
But you don't like Stone Cold. That's the one who you.
No, I like Stone Cold. I wish he'd do some shows. I like Stone Cold just fine. I miss Teddy too. I like Teddy.
Teddy who?
His friend. What's his last name?
Fowler. 365.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Doc, we do need to do disability checks, and I'm running out of time on this Patreon video. So what?
Then I can keep it real simple. 7.7.
What are you giving it, Harper?
7.6.
All right. Government cheese time. We don't have no gangsters to give it to.
Yeah,
So I was like, holy shit, what am I going to do here? But go ahead, Harper. What do you think?
I'm going to give it mine to fucking Les for fucking saying they got winos all in the fucking ghetto.
And boards.
And boards.
He didn't say all in the ghetto. He said they might have.
He should have rearranged those letters and said broads.
He said there might be a few winos in the ring, is what he said. Along with the rest of the shit that's going to be in the ring. Doc, who are you giving yours to?
Mine is more for just a body of work, just the whole body of work there. Give me the Dirty White Boy. I thought he did well in the ring there and made that an interesting match.
I'm giving mine to Les, but I'm shocked that y'all didn't give it to Tammy.
I'd like to give it to Tammy.
I'll give it to Tammy. Yum.
All right. This is so stupid. That's terrible. All right. Before we get out of here, remember, become a patron. It's tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. We definitely would appreciate it. Also, use the Amazon referral link again. It's tinyurl.com/BTT Amazon. Don't forget, check out the Pro Wrestling Tees store. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/bookintheterritory, and you can go to the Pro Wrestling Tees store there. Just click shop now. Harper's got a couple of t-shirts up. We got a bunch of other t-shirts up, so go buy some t-shirts, please.
There's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways out there for you to help the show.
Yeah.
Amazon
Amen.
links, patronage, T-shirts, just 5-star reviews.
Now that's one
retweeting
that really
things.
doesn't cost anything.
There's really no excuse for every person that's listening to the sound of my voice to do one small act to help this show. 20 times, 20 different episodes in a 31-day period.
The 5-star reviews is a perfect example of not.
We have
costing you
$250 reviews on Apple, and I know for a fact we have heavy, big-time multiples of that are listening to this right now.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more than 250 people.
Right.
So please,
everybody, do your part. Do something.
Yeah.
Get off. You don't even have to get off your ass for this.
That's nice.
It's nice. Retweet the show as well. There you go. Like Doc just said. All right. Hopper, hit the tagline and get us out of here, man.
Book it, bitch.
Before we get out of here, I want to say thanks to all of the patrons out there and thank you for your generous patronage. We appreciate it. It really does help this show. It helps me with the cost it takes to produce this thing, software I have to buy from time to time, and just all the little miscellaneous things that go along with putting out 2 shows a week. It is a very time-consuming process that Doc and Harper and I embark on each and every week, but we do it because we know you love it, and to be honest, we love it too, so thank you for your patronage. So all the patrons out there, thank you. And if you're not one and want to support this show, it's tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Before I get out of here, I do need to thank all of the Hall of Fame patrons: Brad Dunafin. Brad, if I'm saying that wrong, my apologies. Tom Schlegel, Coach Joey Case. I say this wrong all the time. Coach Joey Chase, a.k.a. Willie Chase. Steve Mall, LaRon Brown, Kenny Byersdorf, Glenn Abbott at G.A. WrestleNut, Bobby Murray, Marlon Mealer at Half Pints Point. Keep cutting those promos, kid. Josh Warren, Everett Starr, Super Duper Hall of Famer Mike Childry, Super Duper Hall of Famer Kyle Riley, Super Duper Hall of Famer Disrespectfully Classy Marky Blassie. I see you out there, Mark. Thank you for all your patronage. Craig Norman, Johnny on Patreon, the great John Dean at YRC21, Josh Dunn, Ryan in Auburn, good old Justin, Robert Smith, Joseph Ice, Tim Morecci, Adam Price, Brian Evans, Mark Wilson, Armando Martinez, David Jordan, Jesse Jacobs, Josh Fields, Chris Myers, Gerald Green, Mitchell Johnson, Mike Crew, Will Parker, Jeremy Bryant, Classy Alex, Slider 91 US, David DeVries, Frog Zeppelin, SV Pageant, Bill Sousa, Big Rich at Spy Boy Sports Cap, R.E. Miller 39, Dustin Roberts, Jay Shiny, Ruben Espinoza, Merciless Jones, Jesse Lucas, Chris Browning, Justin _Andretti, Coleman 822, Marty Howell, T-Hog 94, and God Bold Unreal. Thank you for being Hall of Fame patrons. We appreciate it. And then lastly, check out the Bottom Line Wrestling Cast with friends of mine, Mike Prue and JV They have a podcast series where they are breaking down the WWE career of Stone Cold Steve Austin month by month on a weekly basis. New episodes are released every single Wednesday morning. They are available on most platforms, including iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Podbean, and Google Play. You can find them on Twitter at BottomLineCast. And also, remember, at the $5 tier now, you get the ECW Extreme Livecast with Mike and JV as well. So check that out. And another benefit to becoming a patron at the $5 tier or above. So thank you very much, everyone. We appreciate your patronage. You guys are the best, and we keep rocking and rolling. We are, by the time you hear this, we're at 4 years of BTT. So thank you, no matter how long you've been along for that ride on those 4 years. So that's all I got from Mike, Doc, and Harper. You know what Harper always says when we get out of here? Book it, bitch.